is Ubazuno, Father Philip, under Philoko yam production. This is there any particular okay? How do you get this machine?
The same species as gates.
Is it from market? Magic hand. Owned by Father Philip Okoye. Under the method of Philoko yam production, he is into yam production with other things. You have seen his Uba zona, where corn, other vegetables are being planted. So here, we want to see the farm. We're inside the farm again this 2024. We are in April, and Reverend Father Philip Okoye has again used his method, Philoko method of yam production, to produce yams again with other veggies, other vegetables. So we are going to show you what he has done. He has started harvesting yam while others are just planting. But there's something secret about it. He will harvest and put another one. This is April. The one he planted November 2023. He's harvesting it this April 2024. Putting another one inside the hole where he uprooted the yam. He's putting another new yam. The one that he will harvest by November this year. You see? People around him will never go hungry. And thank God I'm part of it. So we are inside his farm. We are seeing a lot. Come, let me take you round. I'm going to call Father. Father will come and talk to you, train you, give you training on what you need to know, how you can, because he does it. You can do it better. You can do it well. We can do it. Let's put our hands together and send hunger away. Hunger is in the land. Let's send it away from Anambra State, from your community, from your domain. Don't be lazy. You can never be lazy. When you called me and said I should come, you're harvesting your yam, I was a little bit confused. I said, let me not talk until I get to this place, because I really wanted to ask, is it harvesting or planting, cultivating or planting the yam? So, but because I know you have a special method called Philoko yam production or yam method or Philoko method of planting.
Of yam production. Yeah.
Yes. So I said, let me not ask so many questions. I said, when I see you face to face, so why? I don't understand.
Yeah, from experience, I realized that it is possible to produce yams from the same farm twice per year, and that's what I'm doing now. You know, I cultivated these ones I'm harvesting now. I cultivated them in November last year. Okay. So now, see some of them are already mature. Good for consumption, so there nothing prevents me from harvesting now. This is April, yeah, but they are already mature, so I harvest now and I plant again, plant new ones, just like you see here. This is where I harvested one of these, and I've sown another one there just today. And this one will be harvested maybe in November. And by November it will be due.
So exactly at the spot where you
Yes.
uprooted these ones.
Yeah.
That is where you put another one.
Yeah.
So how do you get the training? What do you call it, training now? Or is it Holy Spirit? Because you are Reverend Father.
Well, you know, as you do one thing over and over again, you gain a lot of experience. And from the experience you get, you can try new things. From the experience, from experience, I've seen that is very possible, and the ones I have just sown today would by November be ready for harvesting.
Father, I know that November you said you cultivated this one that you uprooted today. That November is dry
season. Yeah, sure.
How do you do it? How do you till the land?
Well, by November the land was still soft anyway, because we even had the rainy season till that November. The land was quite soft, but the challenge actually was with getting the nursing the yam through the dry season, because from November, December, January, even up to last month was dry season. That's the only challenge. But with the application of water periodically, I got it.
Okay, how do you? Is it daily?
No. Like in December, I applied water once. Then January twice, February twice, and then in March thrice. And that was all.
So not like in a month, you apply once.
Twice.
Okay, twice a month. Wow. So
just like say every fortnight, I water them.
So in other words, if you don't have source of water, you may not be able to.
Yeah, it will be difficult. The yams will grow quite a bit. They won't do well. They need water. Yeah, sure. But this awareness will be good, will be necessary, because we know that there are communities even in this Anambra state that have streams, but somehow people have believed that cultivation of yam it could only be done by February, March. But seeing that it is possible now, such people could begin to do that. Since they have water, rivers and streams around, they can draw water from there and water the farm.
At the same time, government can help.
And of course, government has a lot of roles to play. At the end of the day, the government should help a lot. Nothing prevents the government from providing irrigation scheme to farmers, and with that they will be able to produce food for the masses.
Is it possible that yams can be planted and harvested twice a year? And also, as you are harvesting the previous one, you'll be planting the new one at the same spot you are uprooting the former one. However, the method of making mounds is of the past now. Philoko method of yam production says otherwise.
And then you see the roots. In 2 months' time, the roots of this yam would have reached up to this place, up to 4 meters from the pit. Yeah, and that's an advantage, because if I were to use make mounds as people do, the disadvantage is that the roots within a short time will not
expand.
Now, if let's say I have a mound of this size, for instance, have a mound this way, and I sow the yam
Straight.
on top of it. One, when the rain falls, it washes the sand down, exposing the roots of the yam.
Okay.
Moreover, the roots can no longer travel far because of the short circumference of the mound.
Okay.
Once it reaches the edge, it dies. It cuts there. It won't go forward further. But this method, the roots will continue to travel to whatever ever length. And of course, as it travels, it has access to manure, the soil, or whatever manure in the soil, and that makes it to grow better. That's the method.
That's the Philoko. Things that seems impossible are made possible, especially by giving it a trial. Just like changing the style, format and ways we do things. Most times comes from God. Reverend Father Philip Okoye, the parish priest of Holy Family Catholic Church, Akpo, the initiator and founder of Philoko method of yam production. The priest, who has been into massive yam production for over 6 years now, is still waxing stronger by the day with his farming format, Philoko method of yam production. As a matter of fact, his ways, Philoko method of yam production has taken another dimension of producing yams twice in a year. Are you surprised? Or, wait a minute, are you in doubt? Okay, let's see Reverend Father Philip Okoye in action.
Hey.
We are at Holy Family Catholic Church, Akpo, where Reverend Father Philip Okoye is the parish priest, and
Here is Umweze village in Abu.
Okay.
The village is Umweze.
You see, we are in Umweze, and actually the land is doing as if they are Umweze too, because Eze means king. So they are the children of king. That's the meaning of, literally meaning of Umweze. And the father came to this place and tried to teach them, because I could remember what one of the elders said last year, that they didn't know that somebody can plant at dry season. In fact, their land can, can produce such massive yam. But father made it possible for them. And see, he continued. But I'm telling them, I promised them I'm going to say the father to our village, because they still need to know.
You're not the bishop. You're not the bishop that I was
Bishop, I beg you. I beg you, release father to our village. Yo. I am from Agolo. Agolo. We need father in our village.
Agolo is not in my diocese.
I know. We know how to do it. So we'll plead. So, Father, another thing I want to ask you now, this yam, how do you get, what's the source? How do you source them?
As I get yams from anywhere available. It's not, the yams I cultivate are not different from the ones others cultivate. I get yams from even Ibuku, my hometown, from Neni, from Obeledu, from where else? That Nemo. Get yams from, and I even got some from Bologu here.
Yeah.
So it's not about the species. And then some this mumuya from Adamawa.
Now,
It's the method that does that does the magic. Let me say.
and the method is what?
It's my method. I'm the originator of the method, and that's why it is called the Philoko method of yam production.
Coming for you to teach them.
Yeah, people come from all over the place from time to time. Yeah, they do come. Some from Enugu State, Imo State there, and there are some communities in Anambra. Someone came from Lagos last time. That was when I was in Nanka, and they are happy. They are doing well in their different locations.
Wow. Why wouldn't they? And hunger will never catch up with them because they are really doing good. So what of the young ones? Because I know that when we were in Obeledu, you taught the young ones.
Yes, the young ones are there also doing their own. In this community, there are a few of them anyway. It's a small community anyway. So usually I begin with the altar service, and in my first year here, I gathered them still. I gathered them even with some elders. I gathered them and taught them how I do it. Showed them even by practicals, and they learned it because that year they also had their own farm. As I was doing my own, they were doing their own. And after that, the yams were harvested and used for competition. Yeah, they were given prizes. And then after that, I instructed them to begin doing that thing they have learned in their different farmlands. So they are doing that in the villages and their farmland.
How do you feel?
How I feel? Oh, fulfilled. Fulfilled, yeah. When I see that people have really gained a lot from what I don't even know how it came. It gives me joy. Some people are fed from the harvest. Some others have learned how to do it, and are feeding themselves.
That reminds me because I know that this Philoko yam production doesn't start today.
No.
For a few years, yes, I'm aware. So these yams, why are you not using from your barn, the ones you planted previously? Or do you share all of them at the end of the day and then start buying another one?
Yes, the purpose has always been to help feed the aged and the less privileged. That has always been the purpose. So whatever I get from here, I try to use for them. And then somehow God does His work.
Wow. I'm really short of words because you know why? It's not easy to be a reverend father, and he has a lot of work for him to do. Leaving it to go into agriculture is not easy. Me, that have farm in my place, but bending down to do it is not easy for me. Yes, I said I will start my own, but it's not easy. And I believe that you that is watching us now, I know you have farmland too. Even if you don't, people are ready to, land. Yes, lease their land to work. If you are really ready to work, people are really ready to give you their own farmland. Like here in Umweze, I believe they still have other farmlands where they can lend to you. So, but Father, what is your word of advice? Because I know the challenges of, like here now, I know the challenges you have said is watering the yam, getting the water and doing it. And not only that, weeding and other things, because I know for you to get this yam to this standard, you have a lot of work, putting
the stakes.
Yes, and other things. So, what is your own?
Yeah, I use every available free time to do these things. Like all these stakes you see here, and I mounted all of them myself. No, no, not even not even one was mounted by a laborer or another person. No. And then a great deal of the work here. Mm. Anytime I'm free, I come in here and do the thing. And
So you don't even pay anybody or beg anybody to come out?
No. I need people only during harvesting, mainly during harvesting, because of the sizes of the yams. It's often difficult for one person to lift from the ground. Sometimes so we have to get up about 3-4 persons for the big ones. Those ones I use for exhibition. I always need about 4 persons to help lift them from the ground and then carry them into the compound. And then what else? Okay, during the tilling of the ground, digging of the house, I also employ a laborer that helps me. I do some, he does some. Apart from these ones, every other work.
Can I even carry one of these things? I can't. So, Father, please, just a little bit. Just give us the step to step. Step 1, step 2, just step to step. What you need to do.
Well, everything begins with site preparation. We prepare the land now, by clearing the ground, and then the specialty of Philoko method is that I don't use mounds. You can see I don't use mounds. Instead, I dig pits. I dig into the ground about 3 feet deep and 3 feet wide, then refill the pits again with the same sand. Then just like let's see. This is the one I sowed today. So see the yam here. You can see the yam. So this is the pit itself is about 3 feet deep. Now I begin the filling again. The essence of tilling it in the first place is to loosen the texture of the soil. Because the yams need loose textured soil. If you don't till and just put the yam, it will not be able to penetrate the hard surface. So you till it. That's the essence of digging it. You're losing the texture of the soil. Now the soil is no longer compact; it is loose. So I refill. Then just about 6 inches before the surface, I put the yam. You can see it. Put the yam this way, and then complete the filling. And that's the specialty of the Philoko method.
And the positioning, the way you position the yam, is not straight. You have to slant it.
Whether slanting or standing or lying is the same thing. And from experience, you get the same results.
Okay.
But I often use this. I often lie them flat for a purpose. Now, look at this. The head is at the center of the pit.
Okay.
So, that's why before, as it starts producing new yam, this one starts decaying.
Okay.
The one soon starts decaying, and the new one being produced will take the position, its position this side, from the head.
Okay.
Why this one is away out of the reach of the new one. It's for a purpose. I realized that if I suppose I put it straight, while the new one is developing. The one that is decaying will have direct contact with the new one, and the tendency is that it will affect it. The one decaying having direct contact with the new one forming. Sometimes you see some kind of decay on that new one when you harvest it. So, but when it is away from so this one is decaying and dying, the other one is taking its own position.
Okay.
So that's the Philoko method, and you see the roots. In 2 months' time, the roots of this yam would have reached up to this place, up to 4 meters from the pit. Yeah, and that's an advantage, because if I were to make mounds as people do, the disadvantage is that the roots within a short time will not
Expand.
now if let's say I have a mound of this size, for instance. I have a mound this way, and I sow the yam on top of it. When the rain falls, it washes the sand down, exposing the roots of the yam. Moreover, the roots can no longer travel far because of the short circumference of the mound. Once it reaches the edge, it dies. It cuts there. It won't go further. But this method, the roots will continue to travel to whatever length. And of course, as it travels, it has access to manure, the soil, or whatever manure in the soil, and that makes it to grow better. That's the method.
That's the Philoko method of yam production.
Yeah.
And I'm happy. If you have any question, are you ready? Are you ready to go into agriculture? Are you ready to go into farming, especially yam? Are you ready? If you're ready, look for Reverend Father Philip Okoye.
Or look for those that have learned from him, because I will not I will no longer be able to satisfy everybody.
Okay,
and still have time for to do my work. A lot of people have learned from me, so whoever wishes to learn has people available for him.
Okay, you heard, Father. When they come to you, Father, you now refer them.
I will refer them. Sure.
Father is ready to refer you to us because we've learned.
Yeah.
So me,
I'm not sure you have learned. you have heard, but you have never practiced. I haven't seen your farm.
I'll start by 2025. People will come. Me, I'm going to start my own by January. So January 2025, as you're in your house eating rice and chicken, me, I'll be in the farm. And so since Father have directed us how to do it, how to position your yam, how to how to dig, make the land free for the yam to increase. Because as you are making it loose, the yam will be increasing, and mine will increase too. And to the glory of God. Nine, Mary, Mommy, thank you very much. We have learned a lot and we are grateful. Father, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We appreciate seeing somebody like you is 1 in a million. I haven't seen. This is the only person I've seen. So if you have somebody like him in your community, let us know. Let us see. Father, thank you.
You're welcome.
Reverend Father Philip Okoye is a personality that stands out when it comes to things of God and agriculture. He is changing the narrative of yam production through his own procedure, Philoko method of yam production. Holy Family Catholic Church Akpo is seriously wearing a new look, and this is notification of work in progress, courtesy of Reverend Father Philip Okoye and the parishioners who are determined through the grace of God to make Holy Family Catholic Church, a cathedral in the bush.
Holy, holy is the Lord, Lord God of hosts. Heaven and earth are full of your glory. Holy is the Lord, Lord God of hosts. Heaven and earth are full of your glory. Holy is the Lord. Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. Hosanna in the highest.
Can you see what I'm seeing? Are you observing something? There are other vegetables planted by Reverend Father Philip Okoye in his compound. We have pepper, pawpaw, spinach, pumpkin, and other vegetables. You can't underrate this Reverend Father when it comes to agriculture. He does all these things you're watching now by himself. Only on a few occasions that he invites somebody to help. Ordinarily, Reverend Father Philip Okoye is determined to teach our generations the better way to follow so that hunger will depart from our land.
Holy, holy.